Kontrolden kaç. Şut bir reset. Şut bir şut. Şut bir şut.
Here, Kamel, Kenny, on the side of KC. Les gars, vous êtes en train de faire passer Vita pour vous contre...
Ozan!
Nous sommes le Blue One.
Nous sommes le moulin.
Nous allons gagner.
Nous allons gagner.
Allez, Karmine.
Allez, Karmine. Oh!
Oh là là là! Ladies and gentlemen, Karmine! Goal! And here comes the neighbors. Nobody wants it in their brackets. The defending EWC champions. Pour être couronné roi de France, il faut éliminer tous ces concurrents, les uns après les autres, même ceux qui sont prétendants au titre de meilleur joueur du monde. So Ian is then ready for Karmine Corp.
Paris, faites du bruit pour Vitality!
Yes! Yes!
Side. Vitality have reached the quarterfinals looking calm, clean and almost untouched. They have one of the most frightening ceilings in Rocket League and a French crowd that knows exactly what this rivalry means. But there is one problem. The team waiting for them on stage has been their problem all year long.
It is Zen versus Batira. It is the blue versus the yellow. The wall versus the hive. Et ça va chauffer à Paris.
Ah, ça va chauffer à Paris. Allah'ım büyük maç başlıyor lan. Gördüreceğim. Ben buraya gel aslanım. Vatira gelsin karşısına.
Standing by two titans of French Rocket League, Vatira and Zen. I'll come to you first. You've beaten these guys so many times, him included of course. Why will today be exactly the same?
Betleri yapın, betleri. Betleri yap, betleri.
We're really confident. They are a good team, but we also play good. So I believe in my team, so we will win.
Bunlar iyi takım da biz de boş değiliz. Adamın amına koyuz dedi.
Does that make you a better player than him?
No, I think he's a great player. He has a good team. We have also a good team, and I think it's gonna be a great match. So just let's fight, and who is better win.
Very respectful. Listen, you've
Kim iyiyse o kazansın, görelim bakalım diye. Vatira aslanım ne güzel duruyor bak, dimdik.
Faites du bruit, ça va être un super match. Bonne chance à Zen et à son équipe, et que le meilleur gagne.
Merci à vous, donnez un maximum de
voix, faites des extraordinaires,
Merci beaucoup. Please shake hands and go and take your seats. A lot of respect from two friends here. It's about to go down. Team Vitality versus Karmine Corp. Paris, faites du bruit!
It's a banger. It was the last time they played. And I just know we're going to get another one here for our final match of the playoff Saturday here at Esports World Cup.
You can feel it. They're ready. Waste no time, Jorby. 3, 2, 1, go.
KC start with a bot kickoff. Juicy right off the bar. No one's going to be ready for that rebound. Already KC to give themselves an advantage on the kickoff. Juicy quickly getting to the challenge. KC with the shot. Atto will score first for KC.
Atto just kind of leaks up the pitch here after he takes that first challenge on the sidewall. He has a lot of faith in his team coming up with a good 50 there. I mean, he didn't have a whole lot of boost, but he's pretty confident even if it got through, he was back there. Vatira, you can take a little risk on field and it pays dividends. Well done.
Fuck you, then.
Already, Vitality fans across the online media, not feeling good that they had to match up against KC in the quarterfinals. They know how hard it's been to beat.
Ertuğ hoş geldin
This
kardeşim.
There's going to be any event to do it. It's this iteration with Stizzy on it that has given just an extra little bit of oomph to this Vitality squad. But it's Atto had started the scoring. Atto slipping underneath one, but can't bump Zen.
Really nice job from Vitality on the clear as well. Stizzy, you say he needs a big game. I think I agree, because all of Vitality obviously knows, don't let Zen have the ball. That's a bad idea. So it will have to come from other places. Obviously, Zen will get his chances. They know they can't stop all of them, but they will try and stop most of them. Somehow, Stizzy doesn't get bumped there.
Zen just recovers on 0 boost as well. Atto will demo him.
Sesi fullledim sağırım ben şu anda.
Vatira going for a bump as well. Awkward Exotic, great recovery and avoiding Vatira there. Great job from him, and he's had a great tournament for Vitality so far.
Really great job, I agree. Fantastic bit of job opening some space there out of the corner, playing in front of the ball, making sure the teammate behind him can find a nice, easy clear. That's what it's all about on defense. You make it easy for the guy behind you. That's the tackle, the tower towards net, and Zen with 0 cannot reach it.
Atto knows that whoever's coming back to challenge him has to respect
Double
the quick hit.
wall!
So Atto
Double
just
wall!
little tap, little change up. Zen almost able to make that read, but a tough one for sure. And Atto, the owner of
Zen,
both
go
goals so
home!
far here for KC.
Go home, Zen!
Army Corps. Couldn't ask for anything more. That being said, we did just see a team lose 5-2 with a minute on the clock, so I think there's a long way
That's
to
scary.
go.
To be fair, I think it's usually only Twisted Minds we see putting 5 plus in most of their games. That was a wild series, but Vatira will keep things going. KC kind of picking up where they left off. These guys met in Paris earlier this year, a couple months back. It was a back and forth affair. There were times it looked like Vitality could finally get over that hump. Something about KC. Atto and company has just been difficult for them to get by. And they're having struggles here in the first 2 minutes of game 1.
Stizzy wanting the ball for Zen in space, and Zen just knowing you can't pick it up cleanly. Exotic does get caught, hand in the cookie jar, and Zen has made it all the way back from upfield. Down right there to meet him, like we said. If KC can help it, they will challenge Zen as fast as they can. They want him to be forced to give up the ball as quickly as possible.
Atto will call Juicy off. Heavy touch off the ceiling. Makes Exotic's job a little easier. Zen will just get back in the rotation, allow Exotic to clear the ball. Not really what Vitality want, though, is it? Get that clear, but what kind of possession and pressure have you had? There's been almost none of it from Vitality. Exotic lost the ball. Double tap moving, and just off the post, rebound for Juicy. Goes for another double, but Zen's ready for that one.
Zero won't feel too bad about it with the clock and the score situation, but 3 goals definitely would have felt like a nice cushion. But you're not wrong, Vitality hasn't had a whole lot of pressure, but at the same time, I feel like the rotation defensively has been pretty good. They're willing to give up possession if it means that they consistently stay in rotation and on time. They know that it's not about taking every opportunity, as Zen will even give space and just let Stizzy challenge. Zen is only going if he absolutely has to. They know it's all about quality possession. Vitality just needs to get 1 back on the board. Then they can start worrying about sending the house.
Zen with the corner boost and the ball. Vatira bumps him out of the way, and that will prevent any push there from Vitality. Stizzy's racing back. Exotic will handle the ball, wants to fish it back to Stizzy. Stizzy deleted on the play just when he thinks he's going to get the play. Zen having to avoid another one. We talk about the physical game with both of these teams. Both of them utilize demos a lot in their game. KC averaging over 7 demos a game. Vitality over 6. That's a lot of physicality on both halves of the field. KC getting the better of it so far.
Zen okumuş.
Definitely a major factor. Vitality forced to take more risk, and as soon as they do, the bump comes in on the 3rd man, and Vatira misses the put away. But again, up 2 with 40 on the clock. You're all right with it as long as you can stop this counter.
Chance for Vitality to make this a game. Exotic setting it up for Zen. Zen, 1, 2, denied by Vatira, but a free ball. Stizzy, light touch back to Zen. Vitality alive with 26 left.
Turns out you can't quite stop the counter. It did cost him 20 seconds though, but man, Vatira's got to feel bad about not putting in the 3rd goal twice. Now he's got 26 on the clock to keep him out. You're going to get everything from Vitality here.
See what we get on the kickoff. Nice from Zen, but a good response from KC to demo Stizzy. not even try to force a challenge. Vatira, no win on the challenge for him. A little awkward, Stizzy and Exotic getting tied up. Not what you want with 10 seconds remaining. Stizzy gets the touch, Zen has to go, but they're not winning the challenges. And another demo gets some space downfield. Stizzy's got no boost. And the ball drops with under a second left. Zen gets a chance to play. Exotic coming to play close. Juicy up right on top of the ball. And it'll float right back. GG's game one. KC takes it.
Almost felt like Vitality was kind of surprised that ball was actually still up there. Like, oh, it's in position. Having to constantly reassess the situation and having to make tough plays. We'll see what they do here in game two.
Talk about the lack of pressure from Vitality. The ball was in their half 65% of the time, and most of that time in their back right corner. Ato's been looking very good at the start of the series. He's been a threat behind the ball, as he often is. Exotic trying to read him early. Ato finding it underneath. That should work for Stizzy. He doesn't have a lot in the tank. Makes it work, though, with a nice wave dash. Exotic slowing it down.
Böyle bir zenginlik yok.
Zen was playing support.
Böyle bir lüks yok.
He's still going to get back here.
Topu alayım, yok boost alayım.
He's going to get bumped for it.
Exotic.
Still, Vitality get a chance to actually set something up here. Ato wanted the boost, and he conceded possession for it. Zen just couldn't really get a handle of the ball there. But still, KC losing the boost numbers right now. But Vitality's rotation had to swing so wide, it's just too much time to get anything going.
But, you know, they're losing the boost numbers on that KC side because Zen is almost playing this weird decoy role. He draws so much pressure from Karmine. They want to remove him off the pitch at every opportunity. It feels like he's almost just playing keep away with his own car. And he's willing to just say, look, you want to spend all that time coming to hit me? I'm just going to drive around, grab all these boost players, and we'll see what happens next.
This time, Vatira gets demoed. Stizzy at the 50, but it's out to the corner into safety for Vatira. Happily will take any space Zen gives him. Exotic stuffing two Karmine Corp defenders. Boy, this quite is a change of pace from the last series, isn't it? Felt like we were at Supersonic in the last series, and this one much more measured from both squads.
Tight, controlled.
Whoa!
Vatira will indeed open a lane for a great bit of bump and shoot play.
And Vatira never really gets in this tournament. All week, he just loves getting up there, likes creating opportunities that way. And he does so there with the bump, like you said. Bot kickoff for Vitality, but it goes right to KC.
And, you know, he doesn't actually make contact, but it's all about the threat, like we mentioned. Oh, and that's a flip reset. Nice save from Exotic. He'll have to make a couple, and Vatira tries to spot one bottom left corner. Vitality just able to cover the gap. And a lot of room here at the midfield line. It's how quickly realizing, not in the mood to find out what was going to come from that. Nice dish into the middle. Stizzy has zero, though, and he's just got to hold it.
It's happening a couple times. Stizzy's getting the ball without any resources to do anything with it. Exotic and Vitality struggling to get by the midfield line. Zen will try. He's got a man downfield. Exotic trying to create some space for his team. Stizzy.
Go home, Zen!
He might get beat by Exotic there, but Exotic had to stretch. Stizzy, everyone's getting deleted. Zen will buy everybody time to get reset. Gets over one. Zen double tap just off the bar. Twice off the bar. Third time is not the charm. KC, keep him close.
What a save. Just able to get a piece of the bumper on that shot aimed at the bottom left corner. What a job, Vitality. Thought they had one for sure, but again, that KC defense so tough to beat. Blue wall and app name. Exotic can't hit the ground pinch. Vatira goes dead red. Juicy will lend it a helping hand. Stizzy not quite equal to it.
Vitality in the middle of their rotation. Stizzy was expecting to get there from Juicy, but he couldn't find the ball. And all of a sudden, it looks like Stizzy's out of position. Oh, when it doesn't hit it, all of a sudden Stizzy has to turn and run. And by then, it was already too late. Vitality have yet to score a goal in the series. What can they do? Try to get control. They get
They do nothing.
They try to make a push. Balls in their net. Zen makes the stop. Less than 2 minutes to go. I'm sorry, they did score in game one. But it feels like Vitality have not scored all series. So, you know, sometimes the feeling is more true than the facts.
I get what you mean. It took a lot of, it got a lot of effort to get through on that first one, to be fair. And they've been kept quiet for all of game two, so KC definitely doing a great job preventing goal scoring opportunities. Zen forcing with 0. This is going to be at least a 2-on-1 back the other way. A Tao. Nice.
Boom!
Juicy will
Control
just
touch.
hold the ball.
Shoot the
Why
reset.
he doesn't
Shoot
have
the
to
shoot.
push the net.
Shoot the
He's
shoot.
up to make Vitality do all the work. And Zero, he's just going to play, poke it around the net, see what he can do. And just a little tap down on a defender and let Tao score at the top of the net.
Vitality have to know what KC's game plan is at this point. They keep trying to play it slow. They keep trying to control the ball, and they keep getting demoed. Stizzy, right before all of this happened, was slowing it down, trying to keep control, trying to size up the 50. But KC they're playing Demolition Derby.
Fuck you, man.
It's happening constantly. You said what, 10 demos in game 1?
Correct.
I think they're close to matching that here in game 2.
Vitality definitely not, well, I shouldn't say definitely not, unlikely to come back here
Yeah.
at this point. And I wonder if they take their time out. I mean, you'd be justified in thinking of it. Because the game plan so far, you know, it really has felt, let's just try and play rock solid defense. Get as much as we can, you know. Obviously, they're noticing KC trying to go and get physical, bump Zen a lot, try and make Stizzy and Exotic be the playmakers. That's fair. Reasonable game plan.
Yeah, but even Stizzy, they're kind of targeting him as well. Like, he's gotten demoed 3 or 4 times in this game.
Yeah.
I just, you know, maybe picking up the pace. Maybe smacking the ball a little bit more instead of...
Long clear game.
Yeah.
You like the force reset.
Give yourself some space, yeah.
Not a bad try. We shall see.
Tough game on Forbidden Temple for Vitality and a tough series so far. We may see the tactical timeout coming in. But KC making a statement right now in this series as they put in the victory lap goal in game 2.
Series not going to miss that one.
4-0. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Great
Get
challenge from
out.
Juicy and an exclamation point at the end of game 2.
Hot sikiş.
Great start to the quarterfinals for Karmine Corp. And indeed, Vitality do elect for their...
Looked like he was starting to set things up for his team, but all of the cards have not been played yet for Vitality.
Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on!
To have their number. Vitality got 2 more games to figure it out.
Hey, they went...
Bak Stizzy'ye bak gaza gelmiş amına koyayım. Sanki koç şey dedi ha. Stizzy ulti aç koçum falan dedi amına koyayım. Yarram! Biri ulti açsan kaç yazar ama sen Stizzy'sin. No namer'sın ama siktir git lan. Siktir git. Ne kodum eşeğe. Siktir.
So at least in this particular event, timeout buff very much not a thing.
Zen doesn't even get a 50, leaving third man Exotic in a tough spot. You saw him get chipped. Stizzy helps him out. What a attempt there from Atto, who has been, again, excellent in the series so far. He scored the opening 2 goals. Whoops. They lost the ball here. Zen drops it.
Adam bile play yapamıyor.
Turns around on the challenge. Exotic on the midfield boost.
Stizzy no namer amına koyayım. Lore'dan çok biliniyor lan Rocket'li komünitede.
Stizzy getting away from Atto. Stizzy.
Dediğim anda gol atıyordu lavuk.
Drop right on the Juicy's nose for KC, and he leaves it for Vatira. Off the board, here's the shot, but everybody from Vitality covering about every angle they could think of. Exotic's got no boost, he's left on the wall, and a pass in front, but no shot on target.
Love the idea, though. You have the one guy fake the dribble setup, like you might try and solo play. Great idea to try and cross up some defenders.
Zen trying to bump Juicy and get a setup. Juicy avoids him. Exotic going up high off the ceiling, trying to challenge Atto. It's still not good enough for Tiro. KC keep rolling.
I can understand why Stizzy felt compelled to go here. He sees on the line with the pinch over his head, but I think that shot might have actually been right where Zen was headed. Either way, you can't trust that it's not going to go straight in. Not too upset about Stizzy trying to make the play himself. That is not a situation you just want to let happen if you can try and stop it. But an own goal does not feel good.
Even there on the kickoff, he gets the touch of the ceiling, he gets bumped. He doesn't get the play. KC get the ball. They have locked Vitality down. And only 1 goal scored in the series so far by Vitality. Here's a demo for some space. Hot shot. And easy for Juicy to take. Atto will make sure that corner boost gets taken. And Vitality again getting bumped off the rock. Here's a free space for Zen. There's a lot of KC defenders to deal with though. Top of the box. Nobody can go. Zen wanted to take the advanced position. Exotic will have to take all that boost. Zen to the far side.
Yeah, definitely Vitality trying to figure out which way they want to go with the ball. That's a very favorable bounce. Vatira 1v1 Zen fakes the flip reset with a decent 50. Stizzy, I need you to win this
Güzel
tournament. It's a big one.
Good win there from Stizzy. Thought we would make things awkward for Juicy, but he got a perfect catch. Wins this one as well. Zen, good catch underneath. There was no rebound to play with. Now he goes downfield. Exotic has to fish it to him. Stizzy got demoed, and he probably would have been the one to receive that pass. And again, the demos are absolutely slaying Vitality. Stizzy trying to keep it away from KC here. KC just keep on swinging across. Zen finally gets one over. Reset 50, back to his teammate Exotic and Stizzy. Have it going. Exotic finally finding the net. And Vitality
Çok ilginç. Vitality gol attı amına koyayım. Çok ilginç. Çok ilginçler içerisinde. Hayretler içerisinde. Vitality yarra. KC'ye gol atıyor. Gül gül öldüm. Götüm amına koyayım. Götüm amına koyayım.
Something has to swing here for Vitality. They cannot drop this game if they really want the percentage chance of them winning to be high enough.
Neymiş Vitality gol atıyormuş. Yarram.
Juicy actually goes straight back to Vitality. Zen up high, off the board. He missed the rebound. Exotic. It was close, but not enough.
That was an incredibly difficult read. Zen ripped that thing towards the wall and forced Vatira to make a desperation jump at it. He's just glad that the follow-through did not quite connect.
Exotic back on the wall. Stizzy trying the blindside challenge again. This time Vitality getting that ball in his space a little bit more. They make those defensive stops, allows them to get into position. Exotic sizing up the 50, and another good challenge there from Juicy. Atto. Bit of control. Vatira taking it next. Across. Juicy was lurking. He got the demo. Stizzy and Juicy getting tied up together here. Stizzy finally getting the ball, but Juicy just sitting there. Was enough time for Atto to get reset, and a demo on the goal line again. KC have the opening. I don't know where anyone was going, but Vitality just got away with one.
I have no idea if they bumped him or just a straight misread. You felt like for sure that should have been a KC goal. Dish down to Vatira. Exotic, we'll see. As I like to say, ball doesn't lie.
Cool fake. Back to Exotic. Straight down, Stizzy's there. Vatira.
Denied.
Overtime looming. Vitality trying not to go down 0-3 in the series. Coming across, Stizzy finding a pot shot, and we got OT. Vitality, it's a must-win game. They leave the ball for Zen. Try to get the star going. Sizes up the 50, and he gets it for free. Bouncing off the ground with the 50 underneath. KC, we're ready for it, but it's out into some space. Atto will leave it. Vatira challenging the backboard. Stizzy's up to the task.
Tough save, too, for Stizzy. You know you can't afford to let it bounce. Zen with a flip reset. Can't quite retain possession.
Exotic. Vatira was ready for it. Zen up high again, off the ceiling. Vatira not a ton of boost here, but Vitality aren't immediately ready, and that touch is just not going to get it done. Exotic has to retreat. Stizzy back in the corner. Exotic wanted that boost. Now he's in reverse. Zen has to bail him out. Zen coming through. Stizzy coming from behind. And a good toss-up to Vatira here for KC, which just forces Vitality to respect it. All of them in full retreat from the midfield line. Stizzy no touch, but still Vitality will get it. And now Stizzy's got it. Nothing for him, though. Another save for Vatira back into the corner.
Did you see that touch from Vatira? You know, it looks a little soft. You're like, why do you hit it so soft? Well, they're actually trying to draw Zen in so they can just smash him immediately and keep possession. Love the ideas from KC. They'll do anything. Just take free possession of the ball, and if it means removing Zen, Stizzy does a great job to work through a couple.
Siktirden full boost yarradık. Boostunu çaldı Exotic. Exotic bir sikim yapamaz ki amına koyayım. Orospu çocuğu anasını siktirdin.
Stuffed by Vatira. That goes straight towards Vitality's box. Now towards the midfield.
Exotic sikertti oyunun anasını.
Again. 50 straight down.
İzle Juicy'ni yapıyor şimdi bak.
Juicy's next. Zen doesn't got a
İzle bak ne yapıyor şimdi bak.
And they pitched it way out. Vitality needed that because they were all sitting low on boost.
That's why you practice those clears right there. Zero boost, dismount off your backboard, find the perfect long pinch. And put that one in the tool bag. That's a good one.
Gives Vitality a chance to actually get some midfield game going. Nobody's really in the midfield. They come
Hayır.
from the side. And
Hayır.
this is, that was a chance for
Enayi
Stizzy.
misi?
Stizzy flying in on that. I don't think he
Zen,
thought he was
Zen
gonna get a free
kaçattı.
touch. Still
Zen geliyor
has
amına
it going.
koyayım.
Zen with a dunk back over towards Exotic. Gets a decent catch on it, but Vatira with a full tank of boost. Stizzy was playing close
Kim oynayacak?
behind.
Kim oynayacak?
And
Stiz
not towards the
oynayacak.
midfield, but
Hayır,
Vitality
saldı.
will find
Zen'e
a way
saldı.
with Zen off the ceiling with an extra touch. Ato's ready for it. It's awkward! Exotic punches it in! We've got a ball game!
Great job from Vitality here, squeezing. Zen works through one. Atao, that is a difficult save. He knew he needed to try and get it to the corner.
Koyayım,
but yet
Nekletik
this
dediğin
little
adam senin
backward
boostunu çalıp
practice
plays yapmaya çalışıp yapamıyor. Biz ona rağmen bu maçı bile kaybediyoruz.
Unfortunately, ends up hanging right in front of net. Exotic, he's playing tight behind. This time in the right spot, just drills it. Well done from Vitality to just squeeze and squeeze in that overtime. And a lot more shots. from them.
Anladın,
That's really what
2-3-0
you
yapacaktık
The
işte.
first couple of games, they just felt like they couldn't get a whole lot on target. This time, they get, what is that, 13? I can count. But well done to them. And Karmine Corp, I don't think they'll be scratching their heads quite yet. I think they all know what happened.
Sanki seri alacaksınız yarra.
Zen getting top
Ne
honors,
amına
2
koyayım? Sanki
assists,
seri alacak.
3 saves.
Boşuna inanmayın oğlum. Boşuna inanmayın. Ya mümkün değil. Saldı KC bu maçı. Saldı.
Smash the ball at them. It's a lot harder to gain possession cleanly.
İzle
and
gör.
start something dangerous.
İzle gör
if
ne
you
oluyor.
just Smash it right at them.
İzleyin.
KC faked the kickoff. Juicy gets the ball, but he gets
Her şey
dumped.
ortada.
Already explosions. Vitality ripped the ball away. Stizzy kind of challenged Juicy here. This one rips from Exotic. He was kind of getting carried by
Okundu.
a K-Corp player. Zen dropping it down. And another demo on third man. That's going to put a lot of pressure out. Passes right on target. Vatira will score first.
Karmine Corp, what a job of understanding the pitch here on defense. I mean, they know no one's actually in position to shoot the clear, so they just kind of keep letting it bounce, and they turn it into 2 demos and a bomb from their own half.
His name is Vatira.
Probably did a better job of avoiding how many times they were getting demoed. Exotic dishing a little payback here off the kickoff. Stizzy making some nice movements. Then coming in quickly after that first 50, but it was a good kill there by K-Corp. Vatira taken to the sky. Pops that on the reset. Exotic actually makes a nice move.
Bir salise de spitfield nasıl atılır dersi.
Falling down.
Wow!
2-0.
So this is a great job by Juicy first and foremost, but what
On
on
the
earth,
same!
Vitality? Zen is camped out on the goal line. Why did Exotic have to go for this? That's going straight at him. He's got that one. I know you don't want him to challenge everything, but come on, you can't.
What's it going çalmış adam yana?
They want him to be the man downfield.
That's a good idea, but if you're gonna just put it in your own net, just say you got that one.
That's happened twice now to them in this series. Stizzy the whole way back in game number 1. And Vitality
Birini geçti.
break the hole. They got to dig themselves out of. Exotic does force the 50.
Anti.
The touch out. Juicy's kind of been
Sıkıntılı bir zen pozisyonu
low-key
burası.
menace in this series. A lot of really solid 50s. A lot
Sıkıntılı.
of momentum killing touches.
Neyse ki Vatira var
Whenever
bizde.
Vitality seem to start generating a
Neyse
little
ki.
bit of pressure. And now
Thankfully.
they get another free one downfield. Vatira opts to not hit that. Juicy will throw it right back into Vitality's corner. And KC keep on rolling with it. Ato's denied. Rebound Juicy going high. With 2 touches out, back to Vatira. Keeping it on the board. Back to Ato. Right through the eyes. 3-0.
Look how many times KC just keeps putting it up because they know they have to keep jumping and jumping and jumping and wasting boost.
Vitality'nin KC'yi yenme şansı yok kardeşim. Bizlerin mentalinde sıkıntı var. Kafaya takmış biz Vitality, biz Karmine Corp'u yenemiyoruz diye kafaya takmış. Yenemiyor.
I mean, KC, oh my goodness. That's just in the net.
Utkur sikiş porno izleyişti. 720p amına koyayım.
Just starting to get things figured out
Bunlar
in this
basit.
series.
Uzatma
KC
yani.
put 4 spot on them.
Paranız gitti oğlum. Para saçıyorum artık ben. Bitti bu seri bitti. Bitti.
Definitely had to.
4-0 lan. 3 dakikada 4-0 lan.
Worse for Vitality. You hate to go down 3 and then a kickoff to go down 4. Yeah, there's 3 minutes on the clock, but it's got to start now.
Ne oldu lan, inancınız sartıldı Vitality ya? This is Vatira guys. 3-0'dan dönecek. Ya kim neye döndürüyor ya? Kim kime neyini döndürmüş ya? Evet, sondaki maça götü kim Vitality dedik son maçı. Aynen öyle. Citizen'in de son maçı.
I mean, Zen on that transition through the midfield, yeah, it wasn't bad, but all of Karmine Corp knew it wasn't on target. It wasn't towards the backboard. They knew that flip reset wasn't going to be that dangerous, so they kind of just let Zen fall all the way to the floor. Then they make the challenge. Vatira plays the follow-up, and it's the timing from Vatira that makes the big difference. Obviously, Vitality trying to squeeze. They get caught handing the cookie jar a little bit, hit it the wrong way. Vatira puts in number 6. And oh buddy, it's a...
It's kind of puzzling.
Biraz bile yapamıyorlar amına koyayım. 7'de gelir, 8-9-10'da gelir.
The rest of the competition in Rocket
League.
and they're able to...
Vatira'nın amına koyan adam olarak tarihe geçiyor.
What is it about K-Corp that they just can't figure out? I mean, think about it. Like, right? They lost in 7.
Yeah.
And then lost in 4.
Brezilya yapsalar şükredecekler amına koyayım.
Boston 3-2, but then it's 4-1 KC, and that's the whole way back. That was online, and then you have to go the whole way back over to Raleigh. KC win 4-1, and then Birmingham online 4-1 KC, and then just 3-2.
6-0 lan, 6.
KC. A lot of keep going. I mean, I don't even want to cast the game. It's 6-0.
7.
It's mind-boggling to me because you watch Vitality against every other team, and no other team makes them look like this. Like, this is the same KC squad that got routed by Space Station, and yet they do this to Vitality. It's blows my mind, man.
Hayır, bir gol atsalar onların kötülüğünü amına koyayım. Brezilya yiyecekler. Bir gol atmaları ayrı bir dert amına koyayım. Brezilya isimleri çıkacak lan. 7-0 ya da 8-0 kaybederim ya da 6-0. Yine de 7-1 kaybetmem amına koyayım. Daha kötü. Çünkü laf olur, laf. Karmine Corp Vitality'ye Brezilya çaktı. Onu sikeyim, lafa bak. Densin ve sen böyle bir title'a sahipsin. Vatira sana Brezilya atıyor. Ama o amına koyayım. Bak bilmem aga. Skor önümde yazıyor, şurada. Skor şurada.
Oh, look at that.
Ben bilmem amına koyayım.
0. See if we can put one of those in. We were clip farming right now on KC.
I know. For Kometo and Kevin, they were both like, we needed drama. Because that's how we win tournaments. Is
not a lot of drama
when
here.
Something bad happens in the group stage, we win. And I mean, 7-0. Absolute shellacking right now.
You
don't even have anything more to say.
There is nothing left to say. Karmine Corp have absolutely smashed Game 4, man.
Even the KC fans are like, out here, they're rolling the drums, but everyone's kind of chilling. A couple people are standing. Most people are sitting. Most KC fans are sitting. They're big chilling.
Yeah, the worst thing that happened to you at the group stage was one loss to Space Station. You may have to readjust what bad means. And really, the only thing I can think of, the difference between Vitality right now and that Space Station game, Space Station always hit KC. That's really the
Şu an Vital'in bir gol atmasını istiyorum. Lütfen atsana o golü.
But it's not every single time.
Brazil! We did it!
We made it!
7-1 will be the official scoreline there. We'll call it a JV shutout. But hey, you've heard enough from us. I want to hear what's going on with Kometo. So, Lou, give us the lowdown. How's KC feeling?
And I am with very proud CEO and streamer here, Kamel Kenny, on the side of KC. Les gars, vous êtes en train de faire passer Vita pour vous contre Space Station. Là, qu'est-ce qui est en train de se passer? C'est quoi cette drill?
Bah en vrai, on est habitué à les tarter, hein. C'est la vérité sur les dernières confrontations.
Guess who had the most demos on KC? Nato. How many?
A lot.
Kepin setine bakın, Kepin. Brezilya patlıyor orası.
15 demos.
Yeah, that explains 7-0. If you're getting hit 20 times, that's crazy.
I mean, like, we know a Space Station were doing that to KC, weren't they?
What's the math?
They were smacking him. Yeah, do the math.
20 demos times 3 seconds.
Abi bir şey diyeyim mi? Exotic'le
Yeah, it's a whole minute.
Exotic'le Stizz'in son maçı değil de belki de Zen'in son maçıdır.
20% of the game.
Vitality'yi bırakıp gitmesi gereken odur belki.
This year at least.
Bu iki lavuk takılsın burada amına koyayım.
Most demos.
7-1 ne lan? Brezilya ne lan? Ulan sen Zen'sin.
I don't think we'll see.
Sen takım arkadaşların yüzünden. Brezil yiyorsan reis çık git lütfen. Ayıptır amına koyayım. Ayıptır lan.
Don't
What
get
were we
hit.
saying? What were we saying yesterday in the fight?
Oğlum ayıp lan amına koyayım. İnsanın
It's
bir...
bad.
Ya Zen dediğin adamın bir namı var, bir name'i var, name aynı köken. Anladın mı? Olmaz reis, olmaz. Kabul etmiyorum. Sen gibi bir adama Brezilya atılıyorsa bu takım terk etmenin vakti gelmiştir. Olacak iş değil. Olacak iş değil. Neyse bitirelim şu maçı hadi. Sıcak oldu amına koyayım.
No chance.
Sıcak oldu o kadar.
Basit ki.
It's been working to great effect.
Ya Zen olsam maç sonu bıraktım gittim takımı yani. 5 dakika daha düşünecek halim yok. Ben bunlar yüzünden Brezilya'sam sikerim öyle takımı. Gidiyorum amına koyayım. İş ya. 2 dakika.
They slipped through and pitched out. 2 minutes gone. Vitality at least stable right now. Stizzy just trying to get it away from the KC rotation. Now Exotic with a reset. Vatira, a little chip. It's a good idea, but Juicy was ready for it. Dropping it down off the post. Zen narrowly getting the save. We'll get a demo. Zen will also get bumped. Oh, and Exotic wins the touch, but it's wide.
It's a great job from Zen back on his goal line there. I mean, he had to be very cognizant of the air dribble bump coming in, so he knew it was a very thin save that he was going to be able to make. That's why he hit it so soft to the back post.
7-1 ne ya oğlum ya? Hala işin şokundayım. Hala şoktayım amına koyayım.
Ball and just letting one in, especially when goals have come at such a premium for Vitality. KC out here trying to make him have to execute the difficult way.
Zen will get a KC corner boost steal. Something we've seen a lot of for Vitality. And it was sent right back to their half. Stizzy again, air dribble 50. Haven't had much success with that at all. Atto, quick pop on the reset. Stizzy, blindside challenge, this time does not own goal. Zen, next up. Time ticking away. It has been more stable for Vitality. Atto forces the 50, just kept his nose behind it. Vatira up high, off the corner with 2 taps. Vitality just get back to it. Stizzy diving for it. Unable to beat Juicy on the play, and Exotic's left with nothing.
Not the dismount he wanted either. Ends up just giving the ball straight to KC. Stizzy with a solid challenge, but that is very playable for Karmine Corp.
Exotic.
Pressure builds.
Let's get some control here. But Vatira's just winning the ball, and Atto was in a good spot. Couldn't find a way to get the target. Juicy forces it. It bumps back into him. Actually works out for Exotic. Makes the ball very playable. Drops it down. It's not enough to pressure Vatira.
Boost'u sal. Vatira saldı boost'u, izle şimdi.
And there's just so much boost advantage for KC. Stizzy did get the midfield boost. It's a little awkward. That's what got bumped out of the way. Exotic with another air dribble. But Vitality, pressure has not been easy to build. Zen pot shot. Thought he could catch Vatira out. Vatira with another great catch. Goes for the demo. Vatira doesn't even
İyi
look at it.
dayandılar valla. 40 saniye kaldı, 0-0 hala. İlginç.
They just keep getting stuffed.
Ya şimdi 7 attık la.
Good ball for Stizzy. That's a big chase you gotta make. 30 seconds. Vitality, a great job to stop the bleeding, if nothing else. An overtime would feel pretty good. And a win even better.
It was a good attempt initially from Stizzy, but he couldn't really drive the ball in front of the box. Here he tries to create an opportunity. Exotic has to recover. There was no corner boost for him. Zen was just, he had to wait. And another overtime, maybe incoming. Stizzy with another pot shot.
Basit bir top.
He'll get the corner boost. Juicy just stays behind the ball, and we do have OT. Vitality What do they got?
Bir gol uzaklıktayız Vitality'yi göndermek için.
They got the kickoff. Zen drops it back. Still scores! Vitality somehow, some way are alive in the series.
What a job.
78 mi? Abi lavuk 100 puanın üstüne çıkamıyor ya.
To Neo
Rezillik
Tokyo.
amına koyayım.
Every game is a fresh start in the series. Vitality are still in it. KC bringing some early pressure here at the start.
Adam topa değmiyor reis.
Fling this ball back. Zen actually wins this touch. Atto will get the look at it. Zen didn't even try to tackle him. Atto leaving it for Vatira and knocked away by Exotic. No rebound for Juicy to play with. He's forced to get back quickly.
Oh, is it in? No, not quite.
Not even close.
Not even close.
You got excited.
I did.
Well, that puts a little bit of pressure on Exotic. Decent touch back to Zen. That's a quick counter. Atto's ready for it. And stuffed again. That's a free ball, though. Should be handled by Vitality, and they left the back door open! What a save!
Too soon.
Vatira just got there in time.
I should have known. Vatira's back there. That's never in.
Vitality keep the ball. A little more oomph behind some of their pushes in the first minute. It's Dizzy. Dropping it down, gets a 50 underneath. They get a bump as well. A demo on Dizzy, Atto, and Zen.
Nice.
Zen was trying to size that up, but Atto was all over the ball.
He actually couldn't figure it out through the smoke screen. He was diving up, ready to just jam it home, and then an explosion happens right in front of the ball, and he can't quite figure out which way he needs to go. And KC...
Ya hayır ya!
Atto gets bumped here. Vitality getting some quality physical plays in, and they force the 50 back. Some of these are better for Vitality. They're actually forcing KC to use more of their resources just to push the ball.
Ya 7 atıyorsan 4 tane de atılır da amına koyayım da.
Couldn't quite catch it on the reset. Juicy supports. Vatira
Dünya kadar para kazanacağım amına koyayım.
pushes it back towards the midfield line, but nobody's there. They have to get back quickly. Zen actually going to wait right behind his team to support. Playing third man, Exotic forces it back. Stizzy sets it up. It's got to be Zen. Zen! Oh! Vitality take the lead!
You can see Juicy
Ya
here. He
seni
knew he
sikerim
needed to
çocuk.
make a couple of
Çık
50s
lan!
because he knew his teammates both had 0. Atao has grabbed the midfield, but Vatira, wisely I will say, goes
Ya,
back to net
çık
first.
lan!
He doesn't leave Juicy stranded on his own completely, but unfortunately that means Vatira can't actually make the save on a ball above the net. And Zen comes in, drills a good one.
Vatira off the kickoff, trying to strike back. Atto next up, caught it underneath. Zen just tries to
Oğlum
rip
bir
it.
şey oldu
Juicy gets
bunlara,
a
hadi
great
lan.
catch and a release to the side. Atto will be ready on the other, and he's got it over one. Trying to beat
Pas
Exotic.
ver!
He's got him, but Stizzy gets in the way. Zen pots it downfield. Exotic is downfield. They'll get that corner boost. If Stizzy can shove this, it might be a good
Ya
push.
2 tane.
Zen can be ready as
Helal,
well,
tamam.
and he's got the push as well. Vitality doing a little bit better, avoiding those bump attempts too. Allows him to build a little bit of momentum. Vatira
Bir
forces
şey oldu amına koyayım. 2 adam tek challenge'ı yenemiyor ya. 2 ve 1 çiftliğe giriyorlar alamıyorlar amına koyayım ya.
And that's Vitality.
Ne oluyor oğlum ne oluyor?
Support again demoed. Exotic deleted on the play. Zen.
Al işte Dem geldi. Ananı sikim reset alıyor.
Bozdun
şunun oyununu, boz! Hadi Ego!
Atto forces the 50. Grounder underneath.
Şunun
but
oyununu
couldn't really
bozma!
force it through.
Nice try from Atto. And Vitality continuing to stick with that game plan. You'll see Zen will drive up and force like he's going to challenge at the midfield, but they do not want him using his talents on challenging the ball out to open space. Vitality just do not want to waste him like that.
Exotic. Ball gets shoved by him. He's not going to make contact there, but Juicy will still turn and tail. Stizzy gets around one, stuffs Vatira. Zen gets set up in the corner. Vatira wins that touch. Atto went downfield to get a demo on Exotic. Stizzy has to run back quickly. Exotic spawns right in traffic to get that ball. Vitality hanging on desperately to this 1-goal lead as Atto has to recover quickly. Shot is just wide and Juicy's there anyway.
Surprise for Atto there. Didn't quite expect that touch to go that way. Nice back pass from Zen, and Exotic doing his best there, but runs right into the big brick wall at the midfield. Army Corps, a minute left. A lot of time to work with, but they do need some boost.
Exotic finding Zen, but he only found Vatira, who gets bumped again. Zen's finding more of that. Vatira's not had as much freedom as he had earlier in this series. The Vitality continue to hold 1-goal lead, but here
Ya
comes
hadi
KC.
kanka be. Hadi be.
Exotic was the one who got a demo this time.
7. maça
Went
gitmesin
from
la.
KC there.
Kanka 7
Having to
atıyorsunuz
respect
la,
the clear
hadi
from
la.
Vitality. KC also still have a game in the pocket. Up high. Exotic will get a free touch. Exotic falling down. Double tap.
Ya Exotic yılda bir oyun
Rebound
oynayacakmış.
Vitality are slow to get to it. Zen gets stuck. Juicy
At
with the
onu.
go ahead.
At onu.
Downfield, no boost. And here comes Vatira slowing it down. Making it awkward. Getting to the far side. Vatira will leave to go get some boost. Atto with nothing will get forward. Vatira trying to fly in quickly. KC do not want this to go to Champions Field. Stizzy has the touch. Here's the shot from Exotic. Exotic, no goal. Vatira stuffs him, but KC are still left scoreless. Zen drops it down. Vatira at 0 seconds. Here he goes. Stizzy's floating. Atto, no chance. Ball still in the air. Juicy, 2 touches. KC have to rip back around, and it's down. We go to Champions
Lan
Field.
topun köşesiyle araba bu tabi şurasıyla şurasıyla böyle vuracağız. Amına koyayım burasıyla vuruyor ya.
Find a way through.
Lan bunu bana oyun öğrettirme ya. Ya bana ilk oyun öğrettirmeyin amına koyayım ya.
2 saves, 4 shots, no goals, no assists stats. Another 6 in that previous game.
Paltry.
He's
15 from earlier.
more than doubled it. What are you doing?
Well, here we go. Can Zen and company do what has been so difficult and beat this KC team to punch their ticket to the semifinals? Atto to weak touch Exotic, who has had a roller coaster of a series from double digits to triple digits on the points. Stizzy tried to flick, Juicy on top of it. And we'll push the ball downfield, Juicy. Bounces straight back out for Vatira. Zen's ready for it. Rebound. The short hop. Pass. Goal!
Excellent job here from Karmine Corp. Look at the control through the middle. Vatira just forces him to make a weak clear. It's not about putting it in against him. It's about preventing him from controlling the ball out of his half. He puts it right on his car. He has to stop dead at the top of the goal, and it goes right back into the box. And Karmine Corp, blood and water, went for it.
Now Vitality forced to respond, and the worst thing that could have happened to them is to go down 2-0 that quickly in Game 7. They keep it out for now, but Exotic, the 50 gets away from him. Shot denied. This time Zen just gives Exotic the go-ahead ball. Atto flipping it out for Vatira. How fast Stizzy was to get back to it. Juicy, though, runs it right back around. Exotic just finds the thread. Stizzy couldn't get the touch, and it's just off the post there. KC getting close to it. Juicy running Stizzy up the back, and it's another goal for Vatira.
Love Juicy's play here. Don't overthink it. Your teammate missed it. Put it high and go make it. Stizzy out. Forcing Zen to go up and out. And the great placement on the far side towards the demo gets KC a 2-0 lead.
They had to come back in the series. Now they got to come back in the game. There's plenty of time to do it. It's Juicy and Vatira trying to get it. Atto covers back to Vatira. And they're absolutely peppering the net. Vatira adds some extra sauce.
Zen might have been the only one who was ready for this to maybe be shot. The pacing with which Vatira hit that just so awkward, and nobody else from Vitality could go for it because they knew Zen was diving at it.
Vitality tried to spot kickoff in the close cheat up, and instead they just run into their own grave. There might be a 4th goal coming here. And Exotic goes! It is a Game 7 disaster for Vitality!
This is exactly the problem with people that have to make saves on that. Vatira just can't believe it. That was not a particularly difficult play. I mean, Exotic, I wager, probably said, I got it.
Ben bunu kafama koyduğum sürece biz gol atmaya devam edeceğiz.
But the game plays so fast, like him pulling off it does no good. His team's expecting a touch and just goes right into his own net. That is a bitter pill to swallow.
Now, while timeouts have maybe been lower percentage effectiveness overall at EWC, right now it's looking like it was just what KC needed to stop this comeback.
Bir de 2 Brazil. Hazır olun. Bir de 2 Brazil geliyor.
Comebacks in Rocket League. Unless of course Twisted
Aklı varsa 7-0'da son golü
All
atmaz.
bets are off. I
Vitality'nin adı çıkacak rezillik.
Halfway to go. Oh! Vitality here. If you lose by 4 or lose by 9, makes no difference. You gotta make something happen.
Throw everything against the wall, see what sticks. And like a 5th goal, KC playing with their food.
They're just gonna shoot it at the net, aren't they? Just force them to always respect the shot on target.
Çok iyi.
Force them to keep
Full boost ve 50 boost var.
just in
Çok
case,
iyi.
and really try and prevent Vitality from having strong, multi-pronged counterattacks. It's a brilliant tactic, but boy, is it annoying.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of those old like Monkey Moo BDS teams where like they would just completely stuff you. And there was nothing you could do. You can't score. They get those 50s, but the way KC play together, the way they cover each other,
Haydi oğlum.
it just feels almost impossible
Üç
for
tane daha.
Vitality. Like Juicy's had an incredible series.
Hadi 3 tane
Anto
daha.
has covered really well. Vatira has been a menace downfield.
Zaten
Anto
4-0.
obviously getting those bumps and demos. Achieves, you're spreading your hands here, a little flabbergasted about that
Pas.
downfield.
Vatira. Corner'a.
Clean 50 in the corner, got a beautiful
Okudu
pop in the
sizi.
middle of the box, and you're telling me Vitality down 4 doesn't have somebody ready to catch it just in case?
Look how much time has just gone. Only a minute 30 left. I'll try a pitch. And maybe get a shot here for Stizzy.
Ekstra yapamayan adamlar topluluğu amına koyayım. Exotic'le Stizzy.
Juicy knows no one's around and
Ekstra yapamayan
easily
adamlar
clears this
topluluğu.
one out.
Juicy yapıyor. Eytov yapıyor.
Really
Vatira
trying to
anasını
make a
sikiyor.
statement outside of this quarterfinal why this is their title to defend here at EWC. And most of this series has been all them, even though we went 7. Vitality had a lot of fight in them. But KC, it's a complete victory lap. KC fans are jumping up and down. It's absolute elation from them in
Osmanlı
the
tokadı
stadium.
gibi.
And
Allah'a
Vitality,
koydular senin.
now they really can't believe it right
Vitality,
now. 5-0
yeah.
after forcing this game 7.
And dagger to the heart.
Rezillik
There are a
çıktı.
few worse feelings than, you already know.
Büyük
You're
rezillik
coming
çıktı.
in if you're a Vitality fan. And you know, some of these games were ugly, but some of them were tight. And getting all the way to 7 and just have it not even be much of a contest is a tough situation to be in. But you gotta hand it to the blue wall, baby. It would not be denied.
They were electric.
They said Space Station was a fluke. We're still KC, baby.
Ne koyduk be?
It wasn't a fluke. I think
Altı geldi altı.
Whether or not it's true doesn't matter.
honestly, that would be a pretty juicy rematch in the grand finals, which is possible. But hey, NIP looked pretty good as well, so a lot to look
Ulan var ya
forward to
keşke
tomorrow
atsaydı. Brezilya
on
yapardık.
Championship Sunday.
Keşke atsaydı amına koyayım.
Fortunately for Vitality,
2
the
Brezilya.
story continues to be the same against this KC team. They can't beat them.
Just can't beat him. Oh, not double fake. Thankfully, Zen is able to come back through and make a stop.
Turning into a bit of a freestyle.
Maybe one for the road for Vitality.
Bir şey diyeyim mi? Ben şu an KC olsam, koç olsam derdim ki kendi kalenize bir tane atın. Bir gol daha atarız.
And the pre-jump, that is
2 tane Brezilya atmış oluruz bir kere de. Ortalığı var ya, Rocket League Community, Rocket League tarihine yazılmamış bir şey yazardık amına
love a
koyayım.
7th goal again.
Bir gol atarsak kendi kalemize atalım.
Absolutely smashed here.
At kendi kalene amına koyayım. At bitti amına koyduk ya, deldik geçtik ya. Ya tebrik ederim ulan. Tebrik ederim ulan. Zelli Vitality'nin içinden ancak böyle zat geçilir ulan.
Lovely display from Karmine Corp. High fives all around. Well-deserved victory.